Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Friday, July 17, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, fare increase. Logistics Minister says water taxi fuel cost relief under discussion. Department of Transport denies purchasing auto parts exclusively from one supplier. And Cabinet Minister Shabat says the split payment scandal does not define the PUP's body of work. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
Maria's was planned to open in 2020, and that's when COVID came. I thought the dream was dead. People would come to my house, they would purchase the coffees from there. That gave me the little confidence like, okay, I could do this. Atlantic Bank, of course, helped me take the next step. Once I had their support, it was smooth sailing from there. This business is my life. It's literally what provides my family with food and employment. I employ 3 family members, so it's really everything for us.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet and Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
We make it a kind donation to 14 rural communities from across Belize. They'll be receiving maintenance equipment, riding mowers, weed eaters. This will help these village councils and communities to be able to maintain their green spaces, the community grounds within their area or within their respective communities. And this equipment is to be used for the maintenance of parks, playgrounds, football fields, schools, community centers, cemeteries, all the community spaces within the respective rural communities. Simultaneously, we're donating tables and chairs to village councils as well, for them to be able to have access to proper furniture for whenever they hold community meetings or activities within their communities.
Today we received 30 chairs, and these are not just chairs. They are seats at the table for our elderly, our clergy members, our children, for community meetings, our mobile clinic. At this moment, we don't have any chairs in the village for the community center. So whenever we have community meetings, we use a bleacher which is in direct sunlight. So these chairs will definitely help for our upcoming village council meetings and different events that the council have planned for the village.
We're receiving a reading more, which is really we need it. It's a equipment that we will be using a lot because the football field, example, we have a large area that we need to clean, the football field, the cemetery, and right now that would be a good equipment for us.
This donation really means a lot to us because every time we have function, we have to either rent or borrow, and so this is a great start for us here in Unitedville.
We believe in empowering our people. We believe in supporting you. I ask that, especially for those who are going to get weed eaters and driving modes, or any other mechanical equipment that you get, that you put in place some program where you can provide regular maintenance to this equipment. This is important because we want to ensure that there is longevity, that this equipment can serve you and other councils that are going to come after you.
And so we would like to thank the Ministry of Rural Development for listening and addressing the needs of our village for building a stronger, more connected village, one seat and one step at a time.
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. Logistics Minister Honorable Michelle Shabat confirmed today that discussions are ongoing with water taxi operators regarding relief measures due to the rise in fuel costs triggered by the war in the Middle East.
The request comes to the Belize Port Authority that governs that. And it also falls under the ministry, and I can tell you that we have also had discussions with all of the water taxis, and we're looking to find a way to work out a solution for them.
So they've requested?
There has been a request for some type of alleviation.
When?
That has been several months ago now.
There are reports that the Department of Transport, under instruction from the CEO of the Ministry of Transport, Chester Williams, has been purchasing vehicle parts exclusively from Special Effects Belize in Belmopan. Today, the CEO was asked about the allegations, which he vehemently denied. Williams said the department routinely purchases the cheapest option and that they have purchased from various establishments.
My instructions to my people is that when they're going to get parts, they're going to get invoices from 3 different locations. They would normally get from Westra, they get from Special Effects, and sometimes they get from Caribbean Motors. I will look at the one that is more cheaper, and I will direct that they get it from the cheaper one. So if we're getting parts from Special Effects, it simply means that it's because the parts there is cheaper, and sometimes the parts is the same. So my interest is to make sure I save the government funds and do not spend it unreasonably for things that we can get cheaper at other locations.
So it wouldn't be that all the parts are coming from one, just this specific dam?
That's not true. We have also procured parts from Westra. We have also gotten parts from Belize Diesel, Caribbean Motors. We have also got from Belize Estate. So it's not true to say that we only get from Special Effects. That's not true, no.
The split payment scandal has dominated headlines since early June. The revelations come less than a year before municipal elections in March 2027. We asked Cabinet Minister Michelle Shabat today if he thinks the scandal will hurt the party at the polls.
The allegations being raised are very serious allegations, and they must be treated very seriously. Public funds do require public accounting. There's no way of getting around that. And I think Cabinet and Prime Minister understands that. And I think we've now taken the necessary steps to make sure that this happens. So I have every faith in the process that we've undertaken. And I am sure that the Belizean people will see that and will understand the work that we have been trying to put in place. And let me tell you this. I don't think what is happening can define the work that this government has done. We have done tremendous work in terms of education, in terms of housing, in terms of healthcare. And so you need to look at the whole picture to tell the story of this government. And as I said before, these are serious allegations and they require a serious investigation.
Do you consider that the threshold for payments, not procurement, because the government can purchase in whatever amount it wants, it's just the accountability and transparency aspect that it should be increased above 10,000?
I think what you need to have are checks and balances, because at 10,000 or at 100,000, there can be abuses. And so what needs to be put in place are checks and balances.
The Department of Transport is being accused of patronizing one particular mechanic. Reports indicate that vehicles have been transported for long distances just to be examined by this mechanic. Today, Transport CEO Chester Williams denied the allegations.
That is not true. Again, it depends on the nature of the mechanical work that needs to be done. And again, it also has to do with value for money. Say, for example, we have situations where a vehicle went to a specific workshop. I'm not going to say where. And that workshop was charging us something around $5,000 to do some work. We looked at it and we compared the price with the mechanic you're speaking about. We're not getting the same work done for $3,000. So it's not just to say, again, to go to the specific mechanic, but again, we have to look at the capability of the mechanic in dealing with the extent of repairs that the vehicle need, as well as the value that we're going to pay. We can say we can go and pay a street mechanic any amount of money, less. But the thing is, how reliable is the vehicle going to be when it comes from a street mechanic? They have to go to the street mechanic, pay less, and when they're done from it, 2 days later, have to get back again to the same one we're trying to avoid. So again, we have to look at it very carefully and see how best we can get the services for the work that we need to do. At the end of the day, these vehicles are vehicles that carry our officers daily, and we need to ensure that they're properly fixed and reliable to be able to get our officers to work and get them back home safe to their families.
So even in the instance of the Punta Gorda vehicle, could you guys not find something in like Dan Grigor or somewhere closer?
We would always look in a particular area to see if there are mechanics there that can do the work. And there are instances where there is just no mechanic there. We have a vehicle right now for the Indigenous People Affairs Office at a mechanic shop in Punta Gorda. Can't fix it. We have to move it and have to bring it up. So again, like I said, not any mechanic can work on any specific vehicle, and not any mechanic can fix a particular problem. So we have to look at the diagnosis of the vehicle and see if we can find the best mechanic at the most reasonable price to be able to repair the vehicle.
After the break, Cabinet directed pause in plans for mandatory motorcyclist training. Stay with us.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you've never been in the kitchen. But I'm going back in there right now. And the coffee maker?
Just to try keep my coffee warm for later.
What do you do now?
I'll try to think about what to eat.
You know the more you open or close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
No one should be up at this time. If you're still up, it's not you, it's your mattress. Because the right mattress changes everything. Sherwood Bedding Luxury Resort Pillow Top Mattress. Sleep better, wake better. Available at Design Depot. All in one place.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying help you out right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am going after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. Gree uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air. Cleaning demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect Gree AC.
This is the general. They just coming again. Yeah, yeah. They just one. They just yo, yo. Hey. Take it low, 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 take it low. Then you wine right there, take your time right there. You do it fine right there. You blow my mind right there. Take it low, 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 take it low. Eh, babina hanuma, babina hanuma, wabina punta ah. Eh, babina hanuma, babina hanuma, wabina punta ah. Eh, babina hanuma, babina hanuma, wabina punta ah. Eh, babina hanuma, babina hanuma, wabina punta ah.
Earlier this week, we reported that the proposed mandatory training to obtain new motorcycle licenses has been put on pause. Earlier today, Transport CEO Chester Williams said the pause was directed by Cabinet to make the process less complicated.
That is a cabinet decision. We're trying to see how we can find a way to deal with it without having to do it as complex as it were. So it's a matter that we're trying to see how we can deal with.
The legal advisor for the Department of Transport is Dervin Sambula. He transitioned from a high-profile role in law enforcement where he served as a police inspector, prosecutor, and assistant superintendent of police to being appointed as a magistrate in the Belize judiciary. Despite past connections, Williams said he was not the one who decided to hire him for the position.
Of course, Mr. Sambula comes with a wealth of knowledge and experience. Having served in the police department for many years, rose to the rank of assistant superintendent. He was legal advisor at the police department as well. And his years of experience as police and his legal training is something that really and truly complements us at the ministry and certainly the Department of Transport. We are grateful to have him as a part of our staff. He is very much active out there with the officers. He's not a person who stays in office. He's out there making sure that he provides legal guidance to the officers as they perform their duties.
And is there any specific reason why he was chosen?
He applied, and let me make it clear, I did not choose him. Mr. Sambula was chosen by the Judicial and Legal Services Commission. As you would know, he's a legal officer. It's not the CEO who decides who is a legal officer in any ministry. That goes to the Judicial and Legal Services Commission after having applied, and they decide if they're hiring a person and where to put that person.
There has been much speculation and discussion following reports that Police Corporal John Gamboa has been released from the Belize Police Department to take up a senior position as Assistant Chief Transport Officer in the Department of Transport. The claim is that he was favored due to his connection with Transport CEO Chester Williams. Chief Transport Officer Leon Gentle today clarified that 2 individuals applied for the post, but the Ministry of Public Service would make the final decision. Williams denied that the hire is meant to replace anyone, as has been rumored. He said the department is expanding and still has additional positions to fill.
Mr. Gamboa, from my knowledge, is a very educated person. He's a go-getter. He holds a bachelor's degree in English. He also has an associate in English. He is currently a corporal in the Belize Police Department and an instructor at the academy here. He has also done extensive training with the military, so he's also a PTI and a certified PTI and other training courses. Again, I'm not going to delve too much into the application process. That's for CTO to discuss because he's the one who sits on panel. I know we have a number of vacancies, and my instructions to the AO was ensure that we publish the vacancies for people to apply. The vacancies were published and applicants applied. I instructed the CTO and the AO to put together a interview panel to interview every applicant. They did that, and I now yield to him to explain that process.
But at any point, did you have anything to do with him working for the ministry?
No. Like I said, Mr. Gentle is going to explain that process.
Well, CEO, the process has not even completed as yet. What happens is that when the vacancies went out, all members of the department were given an opportunity to apply for the different positions that we are looking for. We had open interviews for transport officers in the different districts. We had also opened positions for assistant chief transport officer, which would be a regional commander for our department in looking at different zones to carry out the functions, to make sure that they carry out their functions under the department's mandate. And Mr. John Gamboa was one of those applicants who applied for the Assistant Chief Transport Officer position. There were 2 applicants, and we have looked through the application, gone through the full interview process, and we believe that he's one of those persons who are fit for the position.
What's the timeline? When would he be appointed if he is chosen?
Well, that's a decision for the Ministry of Public Service, who then would give us that approval. So we have to wait on their time.
Today, Chester Williams, the CEO in the Ministry of Transport, responded to complaints by motorists regarding the traffic checkpoint setup on roadways across the country. Motorists have complained that the checkpoints often cause delays and frustration. Williams said the checkpoints are here to stay, but he admitted that excessive delays are unnecessary. He said officers have been instructed to wave vehicles through if they notice the lines are getting too long.
Of course, we have to look at it as a double-edged sword, right? The checkpoint can be good, it can also be bad. It is our duty or hope to see how we can strike that balance, that we remove the bad by ensuring that officers who perform these checkpoints do not have long lines at the checkpoint. Obviously, as I said to them, the long lines, 2-3 miles long, having motorists waiting up to an hour in a traffic line is going to frustrate anybody. And so we have to be reasonable in ensuring that we don't allow the lines to get too long. When you see the line reach a certain length, we can just wave vehicles through, and when it shortens, we're going to stop again or do random stopping. And when we do stop, we pull the vehicle over on the bay of the road and check what we need to check so that other traffic can flow. So we have to do it in such a way that not to appease the public per se, but for the public to be able to reach that stage where they can understand and they'll be able to accept the waiting period in the lines at the checkpoint.
In other news, the Belize Postal Service this morning unveiled 11 stamps as part of its new definitive stamp issue titled Celebrating Belize. Definitive stamps are the country's regular everyday postage stamps and are not commemorative or special edition releases. The new series ranges in value from 40 cents to $20. The $20 stamp titled The Colors of Celebration features a photograph by Jose Sanchez depicting a carnival reveler. The remaining stamps highlight a wide cross-section of Belizean culture and national life and include the reigning queen of the Bay, La Ruta Maya, the Belize U23 Women's 2025 Afecaval Central American Volleyball Champions, the National Agriculture and Trade Show, Panyard, a children's visit to the Dangriga Post Office during Child Stimulation Month, the Cross Country Cycling Classic, the PUP's 75th anniversary, Benque Viejo's Sawdust Tapestries, and Wesley students in a uniform parade. We spoke with Logistics Minister Michelle Shabat, the Postmaster General Dr. Marcia Price, reigning Queen of the Bay, one Samantha Ramirez, and 2 of the photographers, Jose Sanchez and Brandon Cayetano.
Every 5 years, we have a new set of stamps that we produce for circulation across the country and abroad, obviously. And the team they selected this year was an amazing one, celebrating Belize. And as you can see from these 11 stamps that they selected, it really depicts every aspect of our culture and our country and our events. And so it is important for us as a ministry and as a government to be able to support these things, which these stamps serve as ambassadors across the world for us.
We have a committee to come together with different ideas to see what it will feature this year. So that took some time. You know, everybody had their idea of what they would want to see featured in this stamp, and we just come up with different events that occurs within Belize. And I think it's something new, something different. So I like things that are different. So we wanted to do it different than previous years. So we wanted something grand for this 2026 definitive feature. The image tells a whole story, and we wanted to at least stamps that reaches internationally, that people understand the history of Belize, and that is something that we wanted to touch when we selected these images for this 2026 definitive collection.
I'm truly feeling honored, and as mentioned in the ceremony, these stamps are just more than a piece of paper. These represents our culture, our national identity, and I really want to urge the young ladies. I mean, look what the pageant did for me. It opened brand new doors. This stamp is going to be all around the world.
I was hoping to at least get 50 cents so I could try to get rich or die trying, you know? But I didn't expect the highest paying one. I kept looking, wonder which one it's going to be. So I was a bit, honestly, extremely surprised. I was out taking pictures at the carnival, and they went through what they wanted, and I believe they chose the individual, this one, because it's the designer and the king for the specific group. But it was something natural as well. Believe it or not, I started taking photography about 2015, and I just took with a camera, and I actually was at a carnival just like everyone else, and I got fascinated because there's a bit of fashion, and there's a bit, and the dance, there's artistry in it, and everyone can take a carnival picture, but can you get something artistic out of it? And that's a challenge, and that's where the love of photography started, that along with nature photography as well.
And you find that people really appreciate it.
Yes, they do. And there was a year I said I wasn't gonna go out, and people I was waiting for your pictures to come out, you know? That's what they share with their family back in the US or the UK, for example.
Actually, I'm the official photographer for the Queen of the Bay for the past 5 years, or 6 since 2020.
So how does it feel for your photograph to actually be on the list?
It feels exciting, and especially since the $10 and I never know that how they sell the stamps until I was contacted about it, and so that's a lot of excitement, and I am looking forward to seeing the stamp everywhere. I also like seeing all the other photos today. It was very exciting.
After the break, postage to Europe on hold after EU changes duty exemption. Stay tuned.
El evento fútbol más grande del mundo por fin llegó y Smart te invita a vivir toda la emoción del mundial. Antes de que empiece cada partido, predice quién se lleva la victoria. Entre más predicciones hagas, más oportunidades acumulas. Suma un punto cuando le aciertes al equipo ganador y si le atinas al marcador exacto, obtienes hasta 4 puntos. La persona con más puntos al terminar el mundial se lleva $2,500 en efectivo. Y eso no es todo. También habrá premios semanales durante toda la competencia. Además, el líder de los cuartos de final se lleva un paquete completo para armar su Watch Party. Participa directamente desde la app de Smart por solo 50 centavos por participación. Las predicciones estarán disponibles del 1 de junio al 18 de julio del 2026. No solo veas el mundial, vívelo con Smart. Smart, bring people together.
Maria's was planned to open in 2020, and that's when COVID came. I thought the dream was dead. People would come to my house, they would purchase the coffees from there. That gave me the little confidence, like, okay, I could do this. Atlantic Bank, of course, helped me take the next step. Once I had their support, it was smooth sailing from there. This business is my life. It's literally what provides my family with food and employment. I employ 3 family members, so it's really everything for us.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Are you looking for financing on equipment, machinery, vehicles, parts, or tools for you or your business? Banquip and Belize Bank have partnered to make purchasing easier than ever. with Belize Bank's convenient online loan application platform. Simply apply online, get fast and secure financing, and access the equipment or vehicle you need to keep moving forward. Even better, use the promo code when applying and enjoy a special promotional interest rate exclusively for Banquip customers. Whether you're upgrading your fleet, investing in new machinery, or purchasing essential parts and equipment, now is the perfect time to make it happen. Visit Banquip today and ask about Belize Bank online loan financing.
This is the general. Just coming again. Yeah, yeah. Just yo, yo. Hey. Take it low, 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 take it low. Then you wine right there, take your time right there. You're doing fine right there. You blow my mind right there. Take it low, 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 take it low. Hey, babina hanuma, babina hanuma, wabina punta ah. Hey, babina hanuma, babina hanuma, wabina punta ah. Hey, babina hanuma, babina hanuma, wabina punta ah. Hey, babina hanuma, babina hanuma, wabina punta ah.
Postage from Belize to Europe is now on hold after the EU moved to mirror the United States' recent tightening of low-value import rules. Following the U.S. decision to scrap its $800 de minimis exemption in 2025, Europe ended duty-free treatment for low-value parcels and introduced a flat £3 customs charge equivalent to $8 per parcel, effective July 1, 2026. Here is Public Utilities Minister Honorable Michelle Shabat.
So what happened, if you remember last year, the USA did that for quite a few months. So they announced that all parcels going to the United States will now attract duties. Before, I believe it was up to $800 that there was an exemption, right? But the Americans took that away, and so we had to go through a whole process of evaluating parcels going in, and we had, through the UPU, we had to create a system where we collect here and dispatch to the United States for all parcels going into the United States. The long and short is that there are no longer free parcels going into the United States. Europe has now jumped on that bandwagon, and until we're able to work out a payment mechanism with them, then the parcels are on hold.
Super Furia Band out of Orange Walk is one of Belize's most beloved groups, known for its high-energy mix of Latin beats, soca, disco, and reggaeton. Since last year, they have produced at least 5 songs. Today's update is that the 41-year-old family band has released its first ever children's song titled My Body Belongs to Me. The track is designed to address the troubling reports of child abuse across Belize. Lead vocalist Roxana Alcocer Anderson was the brainchild behind the song. She explained that the intention was to create a kid-friendly song that teaches children about body safety, good touch versus bad touch, and how to respond in any uncomfortable situation.
The first time ever Super Furia is creating a kid song, mainly because, I'm a mom of 2 beautiful children, and horrible things are happening, and throughout the world and Belize, and every week you keep hearing sad news that I don't even want to even use the words, or trying to find an appropriate word to say, but a lot of children are being molested, and sadly are by persons that are known to them. So there's not a stranger, and these talks we have is a very sensitive talk when you have with your children. So I came about thinking, how can I write a song, kids friendly, so that they understand, that their body belongs to them and what is not to touch, what is a bad touch and what is a good touch, and what are they supposed to do in the event that something would happen to them and they don't know what to do. So this song is a perfect song for parents, even schools, to be playing out the songs, and it will give you detail. The song is very detailed, as we're telling you, from my head to my toes is a no zone, from my mouth to my chest are for me alone. And so it's just giving you the ideas of how we can bring across really, really sensitive and a very important message to our children. Special envoy also worked with us, when I brought the idea. So when I brought the idea, they were like 100% supportive. We need these positive songs so that the kids will have a message. I woke up at 11 o'clock at night and I sat down and I said, is there a way we can help? Yes, there is a way. Super Furia Band can help. We can write the song, try to educate the children what to do in these type of situations.
Body's a temple and a special bride. God made me strong to stand for my right. Oh, listen close, I'm shouting out loud. Here's what my body's all about. From my head to my toes, it's a no zone. From my mouth to my chest, out for me alone. From my hips down below, keep your hands away.
The song is available on Super Furia's YouTube channel. The nation of Belize is mourning the loss of one of its most distinguished educators, public intellectuals, and innovators, Dr. Dorian A. Barrow, who passed away at 74 years of age following a period of illness. His passing was announced by Galen University this week. Dr. Barrow, who most recently served as the director of the Office of STEM, Robotics, and AI, former dean of the Faculty of Education and associate professor at Galen University, leaves behind a monumental legacy that spanned decades of transformative service in both higher education and national governance. Dr. Barrow had been undergoing dialysis in recent months following a diagnosis of complications affecting his liver and kidneys, a medical battle that had recently prompted a public blood donation appeal from loved ones. An alumnus of Florida State University, where he earned his PhD in science education in 1993, Dr. Barrow dedicated his life to elevating academia in Belize. Over his illustrious career, he lectured at the University of the West Indies, Galen University, and the University of Belize, where he held the high-profile offices of academic vice president and provost. His profound expertise in the physical sciences, particularly chemistry and physics, tracing back to his early days as a beloved chemistry teacher and principal at St. John's College, earned him generational respect from thousands of former students. His impactful career also crossed into public service and national discourse. From 1998 to 2003, Dr. Barrow served with distinction as the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education. He also served his community as a Belize City Councilor. Following the news of his passing, expressions of grief and high tribute have poured in from family, colleagues, and state institutions. The Ministry of Education, Culture and Science and Technology issued a statement lamenting the loss, praising his steadfast commitment to learning and his late career championship of STEAM and artificial intelligence integration in Belizean classrooms. In a moving social media tribute, his daughter-in-law, Jay Coleman Barrow, expressed the deep heartbreak felt by his immediate family, thanking him for his unwavering 14 years of love, mentorship, and support, and promising to fulfill his final request to keep his beloved grandchildren as the family's #1 priority. Funeral and memorial arrangements to celebrate Dr. Dorian Barrow's life will be announced by the family at a later date. The Ministry of Rural Transformation hosted a handing over ceremony on Thursday, distributing vital utility equipment to 14 rural communities spanning all 6 districts. As part of targeted initiative to enhance local administrative capacity and maintain public spaces, the ministry supplied riding mowers and weed whackers to beneficiary villages alongside donations of public event tables and chairs. The diverse list of recipient communities included Sartaneja, Corozal, Santa Cruz, Orange Walk, Mascal, Sand Hill, and Lemonal in the Belize district. Bullet Tree Falls, San Antonio, Buena Vista, El Progreso, Unitedville, and Valley of Peace in Cayo, Middlesex, and Maya Center in Stan Creek, and Bella Vista, Toledo. In tandem with the civic maintenance packages, the ministry delivered critical infrastructure assets to strengthen water security and utility management in the Cayo district. The Bullet Tree Water Board received 2 10,000-liter water storage tanks to expand its current reservoir capacity, while the Unitedville Water Board was outfitted with commercial water meters. Charles Galvez, the Director of Rural Development, provided more details on the donation.
Because what we're doing is we're making a kind donation to 14 rural communities from across Belize. They'll be receiving maintenance equipment, riding mowers, weed eaters. This will help these village councils and communities to be able to maintain their green spaces, the community grounds, within their area or within their respective communities. What we're doing, this is an initiative to build capacity of the village councils as a part of our National Rural Development Strategy and Plan. And likewise, simultaneously, we're donating tables and chairs to village councils as well, for them to be able to have access to proper furnitures for whenever they hold community meetings or activities within their communities. All right, we're handing over chairs, tables, 6 riding mowers, and 8 weed eaters to multiple, being spread across multiple rural communities. As I said, Orange Walk, Corozal, Belize, Cayo, and Stan Creek and Toledo district villages, or selected villages, will receive equipment today.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. A repeat can be viewed on the station later tonight at 9 and again Monday at midday. Join us again Monday for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend.